very special guest, my cousin.
Hello.
I.e. the most annoying person in existence.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Okay, so today we are going to be doing a tier list ranking. Ranking.
For Marvel movies.
Okay.
You might have seen this done by lots of YouTubers, but we wanted to offer our own views.
This also includes the Spider-Man movies, the Amazing Spider-Man movies, and the original Spider-Man movies.
We won't be doing the Netflix shows and originals, such as Jessica Jones.
Yeah, we won't be doing those because we haven't watched them. We'll do the ones we have watched. So let's start.
At the very top with Ant-Man and the Wasp. So this was the second movie after Ant-Man was a success.
It was okay. It was
okay, yeah.
It was a C, I'd say. The main problem with it was that everyone only watched it for its post-credit scene, and it just really felt like filler.
Yeah.
It didn't really feel that necessary to the overall story. So yeah, it fits comfortably in C. Could have been better, but I suppose...
Wasn't as good as Ant-Man.
Yeah, but where it was in the MCU, it didn't really have much of a choice in the matter. Yeah. So now the original Ant-Man, a definite improvement.
Definite improvement.
Yeah,
definite improvement. Would that be B or A?
B, I would say.
B, yeah.
As an origin story, it works pretty well.
Yeah.
Nothing exceptionally good, but you know, it's fun.
It's like a pretty average movie, to be honest.
Then we have Avengers: Age of Ultron.
So the destruction of Sokovia, right, after Tony Stark's mistake.
Yeah, I would say...
I would say that would go... Would you say B?
Yeah, B.
Yeah,
it's
B.
not as bad as people say it is.
Yeah.
Low B.
B, yeah.
Avengers Infinity War.
War.
It's like basically the best MCU movie.
One of them, yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Marvel.
This movie was kind of boring.
The kind of boring. The character was too overpowered and like...
It really never felt like she was in any danger or anything.
Yeah, it really never felt like she was actually like a part of the MCU. More like different.
Yeah, I mean, Nick Fury was a good connecting factor, but the way he lost his eye was stupid.
Yeah.
I would say either a C or a D. Which would you put it in?
I would say it wasn't terrible.
Yeah,
I could watch it to the end, so C.
C. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Now this movie, not D.
No, not D.
This movie was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I would say. Would I say A?
S or A?
S or A.
A.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose it's restricted by the fact that there are movies just better than it in general. So.
Yeah.
Captain America: The First Avenger. B.
B.
It's a good introduction.
It was interesting. I would say high B or low A.
High B.
Oh, okay.
It's an origin story. It offered a unique perspective compared to the other superhero movies, which are
containing. Was it Howard Stark?
Yeah, Howard Stark. During a different time period to the Iron Man movies.
And also about Captain Carter.
Yeah.
She's called.
Peggy Carter.
Yeah.
A different timeline linking into Iron Man with Tony Stark and Howard Stark.
Yeah.
Yeah, good movie. Civil War.
I like Civil War.
Yeah, Civil War was good. I would say the fact that it ended in an Iron Man versus Captain America duel rather than just them together versus a third party threat was really good.
Should we put it in A or S?
High A.
Yeah, because the thing is, it linked together lots of characters, so it was the introduction for Tom Holland, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Black Panther,
Ant-Man, some really nice fight sequences, such as
to bring them all in together at the airport scene.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
I thought Doctor Strange was really nice.
Yeah,
it was unique because
they introduced magic into it.
Magic, yeah. It offered a new perspective for Marvel movies in the future.
I would say
it really helped with Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, because Doctor Strange was a big part in helping.
Would you say S or A?
I would probably say A.
Probably high A. High A.
It was definitely improved upon in the next few movies. Avengers Endgame.
I
mean, we're basically required to put this in S, am I right?
Are you sure?
I mean, it's definitely not as good as Infinity War.
Yeah, I would say high A, actually.
High A?
Yeah.
It has a lot of flaws, but it's still a very good movie.
It was more like a long fight sequence, to be honest, and I didn't really like the thing about travelling back in time, and plus it was like the end. All the movies after Avengers Endgame have been pretty mediocre and pretty bad. So I think that was the cause, because what happened to
high expectations.
What happened to Captain America? What happened to Thor?
Yeah, it kind of finished the stories of all the main characters.
It finished the entire MCU.
Yeah, it basically, you had other characters, but it basically finished off the story that loads of people were invested in.
Yeah.
And so, Phase 4 essentially had to reinvest people into the MCU.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's
volume,
just... Is that... I think
volume
that's
1.
Volume 1, yeah.
That's good. That's actually a really
That
nice
was pretty good. Was that against Ronan?
Yeah, Ronan.
Yeah.
The dance thing at the end against Star-Lord. It's a really funny movie. It introduces some really nice characters.
Lots of interesting music.
Yeah, I would say A.
Intergalactic travel, humour.
A.
Yes. A different A.
Guardians of the Galaxy. High A. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
About his dad and about his origin story.
I would say this movie has a lot of emotional good points. I would say it doesn't really measure up to the original in that, like, it feels
action,
a bit...
humour, punch. I would say high B or low A, maybe.
High
B.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Spider-Man Far From Home. It was...
Everyone I know just doesn't like this movie. I really liked it, actually.
It was okay. Because, like, after Homecoming, I felt like it was kind of disappointing. Because, like...
I can understand that.
Yeah, I can understand that. There's holograms and then there's weird things that...
It doesn't really make much sense with the holograms.
Doesn't make much sense, yeah. So I would have to say... around high B or...
Low B.
No, low B, sorry, yeah.
Low B.
Low B.
The Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk.
This movie was like 2000.
This movie was really old and many people have forgotten about it.
Yeah.
But I watched it and it wasn't that bad. It's just that it's not very widespread.
It's not really connected to the MCU.
It's not connected to the MCU because it doesn't contain Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's still a decent movie, I would say.
I would say B.
Mid B.
Yeah.
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2. Which one was that? I always get confused.
The Whiplash one.
The Whiplash one. That's the one that's regarded often as one of the worst ones.
I would say it's C.
Oh yeah, probably C actually, yeah.
Iron Man 3. This is like the
Which one was that?
The one with Aldrich Killian, the Mandarin. I mean, the kind of Mandarin.
That was it was alright, I guess.
The twist was
the Mandarin wasn't actually the villain, and it was actually it that blonde dude?
Yeah. Aldrich Killian.
Yeah.
I would say B or C.
I would say B actually.
B.
Yeah.
Low B.
Iron Man 1.
This movie is good. I would say A.
I would say A, yeah.
Introduced the entire MCU.
Yeah, and I thought it gave a really interesting insight into the actual personal life of Tony Stark. Like, about, like, how he lived and, like, about his characteristics and personality.
Learning to grow past his mistakes and try and learn from them.
Yeah.
By not swelling weapons anymore.
Yeah.
And, what was this guy's name again? Jeff Bridges. That's the actor's name.
Which one are you talking
the
about?
Villain, the first.
Oh, the villain. It's about treachery and like business.
This guy. Yeah. I don't know his name. We'll just call him Jeff Bridges. He's a good villain. He's an okay villain.
He's an okay villain. It's nothing over the top.
Yeah, but he knows Tony. The final fight is somewhat impactful. So we'll put that nicely in
A.
A. Yeah.
Low A maybe.
Low A. Yeah.
Black Panther, one of the best movies.
Yeah, a lot of people say it's overrated, but like it's still a very enjoyable movie.
It's a very enjoyable movie. So I would say between low S and high A.
I'll say high A.
High A.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Introduces Wakanda pretty well. Yeah. Spider-Man Homecoming. So we've put Spider-Man Far From Home in B. So Spider-Man Homecoming. I really like Spider-Man Homecoming. It's a good movie. Yeah, I watched it recently. It definitely lives up to what I remember.
Yeah. Probably one of the best Spider-Man movies yet.
I'll say high A.
High A, or would you say low S?
I'd say probably S.
Yeah. Should we put it in S then?
Yeah.
Why not? If we put that in S, should we put Black Panther in S or?
Okay, yeah. Let's put Black Panther in a low S.
Low S, yeah. Spider-Man medium S and Avengers Infinity War high S.
There are going to be lots of people who don't like this.
There are going to be lots of people, but it's our opinion.
Yeah. Thor 1. This movie's boring.
What was that about? About how his hammer landed in the earth and they couldn't pick it up.
Yeah, and then he got sent to... this movie just is like...
It's more of a love story than anything else, wasn't it?
You had Thor getting sent to Earth,
I think they tried to make it funny, but
they tried to make it into this kind of Shakespearean drama mixed with a bit of comedy. But I feel like Taika Waititi did that a lot better with Ragnarok. Low B or high C?
No, I would say B. It wasn't
B.
terrible.
It's watchable.
Yeah.
Loki's a pretty good movie.
Does that Thor the Dark World?
Oh god,
we know where that's
this
going.
movie is so boring. D.
Dwarves, elves, dark
god.
elves.
This movie is so you don't even care when Thor's mum dies because it's so boring.
And then mathematicians and weird stuff.
C or D?
D.
D. Our first D. Congrats.
Thor Ragnarok. I would say we know where that's going.
S.
Great music, great plot,
great directing, excellent.
Great directing. Lots of twists, brings together Thor and Loki and their relationship with their sister.
Even though there's a lot of comedy, it's also mixed with really emotional moments like Odin dying.
And I also liked the link to Hulk from when they were in the contest of the champions.
And the Grandmaster and Sakaar.
Yeah, and the Rock and Scissors.
Yeah, it really adds to like the world around it.
And that's what the game was based on, wasn't it? Was the game released before that, the Contest of Champions game?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't really based on this. It
was to do with that.
Yeah, like the Grandmaster pitting people against each other.
Yeah.
Now we come to the first Avengers. I would say A.
I would say A is reasonable.
When you look back on it, some of the scenes look really like TV show like, but I feel like on the helicarrier and stuff. But I feel like the real focus on the helicarrier isn't really the action; it's the tensions between all the characters.
I thought that Loki played really.
Yeah, Loki was a really
good actor.
Yeah, Loki. I feel like Loki was kind of the main villain of Phase 1. You had him as a constant presence, and introducing him in the Avengers was a really good move.
It's a mild introduction because Loki's not as in like what was he brought in monsters and then it was a battle of New York. It wasn't like it's super over the top, like Thanos level. It was like a nice introduction. It brought through all of the characters of the MCU and their perspective.
It was high stakes, but it never really felt like it felt like there was always something going on. It wasn't just mindless violence. Like while these heroes were fighting, you had the police who were wondering what to do. You had Nick Fury trying to convince the council not to send a nuke into New York. And
they also have those immortal scenes such as We Have a Hulk.
Yeah.
When Iron Man falls off the building.
Classic lines, classic scenes.
Yeah, brilliant. When Loki disappears. It really brings back a sense of nostalgia.
Now you have a few of the stuff from Phase 4. WandaVision.
I don't have much to say because I haven't watched this.
I would say that if you disregard all the fights and stuff, it's a very nice sitcom. It's very it's pretty entertaining watching Wonder and Vision just live in this sitcom type world. I feel like they broke the veil on the magic a bit too early, because this if you watch it, you'll know that like the sitcom type world that Wanda creates is really like immersing, and it's really entertaining seeing them trying to conceal their powers. But like
the relationship between Wanda and Vision is always presented as quite tender, especially in Infinity War.
Yeah, so I would say this goes in a high B.
High B, yeah.
Yeah, it could be better, but like otherwise, it's a really good show.
Yeah.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is where you finally get like this is the first show in Phase 4 where you finally get where you kind of realize the action aspect that like was in all of the other movies. The Captain America. This is essentially kind of like a Captain America show. It's a good show that explores Falcon's role in the show, explores the role of racism, things like that. It has a decent villain that's entertaining to watch on screen. I would say, yeah, high B.
High B as well, yeah.
The problem with most of these Phase 4 shows is that there's nothing, like, great about
it. After Endgame, they really limited their possibilities, Marvel.
With COVID and everything like that, so yeah. Now, Loki. I
would say that's a D.
I wouldn't be so... I enjoyed parts of it, but
I didn't enjoy any of it.
Episodes... What was it? 5...
The ending didn't make sense.
The ending was really
bad. The ending was really bad.
Nothing really made sense in the show. It was really... It was really
Marvel have tried really hard to like support like female characters, like bring female characters, and though I really like that. We appreciate that. Sometimes we don't think it works.
Like having a female Loki.
Yeah, having a female Loki. It really didn't work.
Especially...
I would say, if you want a C and I want a D, I would say high D.
High D.
High D.
I'll put it in low C because, like, there are some parts of it that are relatively entertaining. It has a few jokes that are funny. But, like, the midpoint of the show is really boring.
It's really... I found it really boring. So we're a bit divided by that, but
Yep.
we can tell it's quite bad.
it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Shang-Chi, or rather Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yeah. I really like that, how it brought together like
Yeah.
the Asian kind of aspect, the first Asian like Marvel superhero.
The only part of it that I didn't like was kind of the ending fight, which kind of did all the kung fu.
The ending fight,
It was just one big cheat
Yeah.
fest. It could be an A, but I say because of the high B or low A.
I would say low A, actually.
Low A. The character of Shang-Chi is really entertaining. The side characters are pretty funny.
I didn't quite like the origin of Shang-Chi. Like, he's working as like a car person, and then then his girlfriend who can also speak like Mandarin.
Yeah.
I didn't like that much, but otherwise I thought it was good. Probably one of the best after the Endgame.
Okay, Black Widow. This movie's bad.
This movie was plain bad. I hated it.
It's
lame jokes.
It makes no sense.
Lame jokes. This is basically the epitome of Bollywood movie. Good person, bad person, good person wins against bad person, and then everyone is happy.
Nothing bad happens. There's no one dies. There's no stakes because like
there's no stakes. It's not funny. They tried. They tried.
This is like Captain America: The Winter Soldier, except worse.
Yeah.
Like, the problem is that we have no investment in seeing Black Widow get beaten out because we know she's gonna survive because this movie happened before. When I heard this movie was gonna be a prequel movie, I thought it was gonna take place like way before. Like, I thought this was gonna be about.
This Black Widow. Like 1 year before. What was it? 1 year before.
After Civil War, between Civil War and I thought this movie was gonna be like they
90s,
yeah, like
19th,
they
20th century.
they talk in this movie about like the mission. I think it was Budapest. Why couldn't you show that?
Yeah.
Bring back Jeremy Renner. That would have been such a compelling plot.
Yeah.
Just don't bring Draco back.
About her actual like past, rather than this weird dude on this weird spaceship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't like.
I don't want the future. We want the past when it's an origin story.
Yes.
I understand Marvel. As soon as Black Widow died in Endgame, Marvel promised that they would make a Black Widow movie. So they were forced to do it, but they could have 100% done it.
Yeah, they could have done this.
We agree where this is gonna go.
D.
Yeah, definitely. Hello, D as well.
What if? Have you watched this?
I haven't watched this, but I know it's about like if the story was different.
Yeah, the story
isn't it animated as well?
Yeah.
It's not really a Marvel show.
It is a Marvel show.
It's not really like a movie, isn't a Marvel? Is it a Marvel movie?
It's a show. So it shows different characters going on different journeys. For example, what if Peggy Carter took the super soldier serum instead of Steve? What if T'Challa was kidnapped by the Ravagers instead of Peter Quill? And I feel like the episodes kind of just get more outlandish. One of the best episodes is the Doctor Strange episode, but it definitely has some highs and some lows. Like the first episode is very by the by. It feels very similar to Captain America and the First Avenger, except gender swapped with Peggy Carter, and she's Captain Britain instead of Captain America.
And also, would you agree with the animated aspect of it?
I would say the animated aspect of it worked quite well. The animated, it actually looked pretty good, especially the penultimate episode looked really stunning with the Black Widow.
How long was each episode?
20 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, and also the thing about summarizing a whole movie into 20 minutes as well.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was. I mean, I get. Yeah. It wasn't really a whole movie. It kind of just.
So I'm gonna leave the decision to you because I actually haven't watched.
I would say low, medium, low B. It's some episodes really drag it down, but apart from that, it's a decent show.
Yeah.
Now Hawkeye. Have you watched Hawkeye?
I haven't watched Hawkeye. Wait, was this a movie?
No, it's a show. Hawkeye was okay. I feel like they really underused Kingpin and stuff like that. And the problem with the show is that it's not about Hawkeye, it's about Kate Bishop. And that really brings it down in a lot of aspects. Because I really wanted to see the show because I thought it was about Hawkeye. But no, it's about Kate Bishop.
And so are we putting it in C?
I would say low B. Like, Kate Bishop's an okay-ish character, but like, I feel like Hawkeye is just such a compelling character that they could have done more. Like, with his past about Ronin, there was so much they could have explored about maybe someone, so just not Kate, just some random person trying to steal the Ronin suit, and Clint being particularly affected by that. And yeah, I feel like the show had a lot of missed potential, so yeah, I'll put that in B.
Which movie, I think, was it in Infinity War when he's shown as Ronin and killing people?
That's Endgame.
That was Endgame. That was the only, like, real reference to Ronin, wasn't
and I feel like this show could have done more to, like, reference back to that.
Yeah, Eternals.
This movie is so boring. It's actually so bad.
Yeah, the ending didn't make. I like how they linked it with like modern London and stuff.
Yeah,
but it really brought back the starting. Really brought back No Way Home vibes with like that type of fighting where like the water comes alive and stuff like that.
I mean, the No Way Home came after this. No Way Home came.
No, not No Way Home. Sorry, Far From Home.
Yeah. And this movie just boring. It's 2.5 hours long and feels longer than Endgame.
Yeah, I would say D. I would say C. Actually, it wasn't.
None of the characters are high D at tops. So high D.
There's not much of a story. There's a betrayal of the main character.
Yeah,
There's a betrayal, but you've got to understand this movie was made during COVID, and there were lots of things about
but
that.
Still, I feel like they could have done better.
I would have said low C, but D's also.
No Way Home. So I would say. Oh no, I don't.
No Way Home. I would say about 80. Yeah.
High.
High A, yeah.
This movie has a lot of fan service, but it works really well.
It works well, yeah.
Yeah, all the villains coming back, all the Spider-Man coming back.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Spider-Man keeping to the end was good since it's still Tom Holland's Spider-Man story.
Yeah, it really works well to like put Spider-Man like the Tom Holland as the main character of the movie.
And the emotional beats of this movie are really good.
When Aunt May dies.
Yeah, I feel like this movie probably won't be that good on rewatch because it doesn't have much of a story. It's just kind of events flowing along.
Mm-hmm.
For first watches and second watches, that's good, but for repeat watches,
for first watches, I would say definitely a first watch. And also some of the characters I didn't really like. Some of the villains I didn't like Electro that much.
Yeah. So now now we'll quickly go over...
these are the other Spider-Man movies.
We'll quickly go over these since these aren't technically Marvel movies. We'll rank them anyway.
Okay, yeah. Spider-Man 1.
I would say this is an A. It's
Spider-Man 1. There's a story about Spider-Man 1. I always used to have the DVD to watch in like the car, so I watched it. I ended up watching it multiple times because there was nothing else to watch. So over the years I've grown to like it.
Yeah,
I would say A.
Low A.
Low A.
It's campy on rewatch. Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. Yeah. Spider-Man 2. This is kind of considered. Oh, wait, that's Spider-Man 2. Never mind. Spider-Man goes here. Spider-Man 2. This is kind of considered to be like the best Spider-Man movie. And
which one was Spider-Man 2?
The one with Doc Ock.
The best.
Not in Tobey Maguire's.
I'm not so sure about that. I didn't really like it.
I thought it was okay. It's not bad.
He turned to a goodie at the end.
Yeah, I feel like all of the movies are kind of similar. Apart from so I'd say this goes.
I would say high B actually.
Okay, yeah, high B.
Because like I didn't like the villain very much. I didn't think he did very well. He was really portrayed as a hero rather than a villain. He didn't kill anyone.
His motive was kind of
flawed. So where we're putting that B?
High B.
Yeah.
Okay, now Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3. I like Spider-Man 3.
A lot of people don't like this movie, but like it's not that bad.
It's not compared to the other ones. It brings together It brings Venom. It's emotional at the end.
Yeah. It tried to balance too much. That's its main problem.
So either high B or low A.
Yeah, high B.
But for the memes, let's put it in A.
For the memes, top S. Yeah.
No. Put it in A. Put it in A.
Let's put it in low A.
Okay, fine. Low A for the memes. Bully Maguire.
Bully Maguire.
Just for Bully Maguire.
Just for Bully Maguire. Now the Amazing Spider-Man movies. These ones are kind of
bad.
I watched the first one.
This one we did.
That's number 2.
That's an Electro one.
Number 1 is okay. It's kind of sad and dark.
Was that the one with the crocodile man?
Yeah.
Lizard, yeah.
The villain was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
I would say mid B. It's okay.
B, it was alright, yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2. I haven't watched this one.
Spider-Man 2, Electro, and...
Have you watched this one?
Yeah, is this the one I think it has...
Electro.
Does it also
Rhino.
Yeah.
New Goblin, Green Goblin.
Yeah, I saw this.
Was it good?
It was okay.
Oh,
is there an Electro one in Tobey Maguire?
No.
No, then I must have watched this. I think I watched it in cinemas a while ago.
Apparently it's pretty bad, so...
I would say...
We'll put it in high C.
We'll put it in C. Oh, yeah, so I see.
Then we haven't watched Venom. Have you watched Venom Let There Be Carnage?
No.
Then we'll probably skip that.
Apparently it was quite bad.
Yeah, we'll just leave that there. Venom,
I would say maybe S tier, definite A.
definite A, yeah. I'll
Definite
say,
A, maybe low S tier.
I would say high A. So, a lot of people, a lot of critics didn't like this movie, but like, I think this movie was actually...
I think this movie was really
Yeah.
nice. It was like, it was really gory and like violent and
that worked for this movie.
That worked really well.
Okay, let's quickly get through the last few that we have. Let's do She-Hulk first quickly. Have you watched?
What have we
we've got.
This is Daredevil. We haven't watched that. Is that Moon Knight?
Yeah.
Have you watched?
Yeah,
you said you watched Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Moon Knight is pretty good. For an origin story, yeah, it's pretty nice. I'll put it in low A. There's nothing.
Is it that good? Would you say low A?
I would say high B.
Yeah.
It's interesting because it shows like two perspectives, like Steven and Mark, so two different people inside one body, and it portrays that pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the problem is the villain is kind of generic and not that interesting.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. This movie's bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, I would say
high C. Yeah.
The script was really bad. This is like
the script was really bad.
Generally, like, I don't notice bad scripts because like I'm not a film critic.
But now,
yeah, this movie
was obvious.
Yeah, you could
tell
it takes you out of the movie. So,
and also I really did not. I'm not trying to be like anti-feminist or anything, but I really did not like that girl, America Chavez. That was unnecessary. It was trying to like be like gay rights, lesbian.
It
like,
breaks
women.
when you think about it for more than 2 seconds, it breaks the movie.
It breaks the movie.
For example, Wanda says why she wants to take America's power instead of just asking her.
Yeah.
What if my boys get sick? Well, she can send monsters across the multiverse to try.
And Wanda, she just dies for repentance when her children go away. You're not my real mummy.
Yeah.
That is enough to break. The villain.
Oh my god. Yep. So
the plot was bad.
The movie's bad. Moving on. Thor: Love and Thunder. Have you watched this movie?
No.
This movie's okay.
I think you've done.
We've done a review on it. If you want more details about it, watch that. This movie is low B. It's okay. It's not definitely nowhere near Ragnarok, but it's not as bad as
someone I talked to said it was good, but most of the reviews I've seen, and I also saw the trailer. It didn't seem appealing to me.
It's okay. It's watchable.
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. This show gets better, but like only marginally. It's like.
So should we put in D
low
or
C? Low C.
Okay.
It's watchable, but like the first episode is like horrible.
Yeah.
The first few episodes are really bad. The last few are decent, I guess, but nothing great. Miss Marvel. I think this is the last show we have to review.
Miss Marvel. It's like the first Indian superhero.
Yeah, Muslim.
And also about girls.
Muslim, not Indian.
Was it Indian or Pakistani?
No, Pakistani.
Pakistani, fine.
This was okay, but like when thinking about it, it was the decisions made by some characters are really stupid. But overall, the show is pretty good when watching it for the first time. So I'll put it in a
low B.
Low B. So that is our ranking of every single Marvel movie.
What else have we got here?
Just a bunch of Netflix shows and Ben and Black that we Carnage. These are stuff that neither of us have watched yet.
Neither of us have watched. If you guys have any views, if you guys have watched any of these, or if you disagree with any of our rankings, we'd love to know. So comment down below and say whether you agreed or where you'd put things differently.
Yeah.
Because everyone has different opinions.
Yeah,
it's the MCU. Loads of people have done videos on this.
Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Make sure to click notifications to get notified of any videos we make. And thank you for visiting Hash Talks.